Okay,
Hi.
we're going to get started. Different scenery today. Thought it'd be nice to do some yoga outside. Hear the birds chirping. Look at the water. Let's start by sitting up tall. No need to control your breath, but take all of your attention to your exhales. Notice if you feel heavy or light, open or closed. Can you feel your body softening as you exhale? Feel your sit bones below you, supporting you. Sit up a little bit taller. Notice if you're leaning forward or if you're leaning back. See if you can sit up directly above your hips. If this is difficult, you can also sit on a bolster or a block or a couple of blankets. Let's breathe consciously with our inhales and our exhales. We'll inhale for a count of 5, hold for just a moment, and we'll exhale for a count of 5 as well. The breath inhale will happen naturally. Focus more on helping the air press out when you exhale. Let's go ahead and exhale all of our breath, pushing in with the diaphragm to get the last little bit out, and then inhale for 5. Hold, and exhale, let it go. Just like that, another inhale for 5. Hold, and let it go. Inhale 5. Hold, and let it go. Inhale for 5. No hold, but exhale through your nostrils. Inhale through the nose for 5. Exhale for 5. Let's do that together 4 more times. Last round of breath here. Continue that breathing throughout the practice on your own, being extremely mindful of your exhales, extremely mindful of your inhales, and finding that ease that comes with it. Let's warm up the spine some. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, pull the chest forward, spread through the collarbones, chin goes up. Feel all the air in your upper chest. On your next exhale, round the back, bring your chin to your chest, and hold here for a couple of breaths. Notice all of the air moves to your upper back. Yoga is meant to be a moving meditation. Tuning into the small little subtleties of what our breath is doing is very meditative. And the more you focus on these little subtleties, the less you're focused on the chatter and stories in your mind. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, round the back, chin the chest. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round the back, chin the chest. Moving with your own breath now. Feel where the breath goes as you inhale and exhale. Feel the length and compression in your spine. Next time you inhale forward, stay there. You're going to crawl your hands out. If your legs are folded in easy pose, Sukhasana, left shins in front of the right, parallel with the side of the mat. If you're seated on a chair, just think about lengthening the spine as much as possible, leaving the hips heavy. The heart is what's going forward as opposed to just down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, feel where the air is. And exhale as you release, feel the muscles in the low back softening. We'll be here for several breaths. Your focus is your breath. Inhale for length, feeling space between the vertebrae. And exhale, feeling the muscles holding everything together relax a little bit more. Your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Sitting up nice and tall again with your hands on your knees. If your legs are crossed in Sukhasana, go ahead and switch which leg is in the front. It might feel a little weird. If you're seated, just keep sitting tall. See if you can sit a little taller than you did when you started class. I'm going to do some big circles in one direction, and then I'll tell you when to switch. Inhale, chest comes forward. Exhale over to one side, leave your hips heavy. Follow that exhale all the way until you're rounded back. And then start to inhale as you come around the other side, letting it help you ride all the way forward. Next time you inhale and you're forward, complete that inhale. And then as you turn to go the other way, start your exhale. Feel how your breath shifts in your body as your spine moves in circles. Next time you inhale, stay there. And slowly come back up to a neutral spine. Make sure this time, if you're in Sukhasana, your right shin is parallel with the side of the mat. Situate so that you feel both of your sit bones evenly on the mat underneath of you. Start to crawl your hands out, leaving your hips heavy. Inhale, lengthening, feeling a lift in the ribs away from the pelvis. And exhale, feeling a softening in the muscles in the low back and the hips. We'll be here for several breaths. especially when we're in folds. Anytime our lungs might be compressed in any way, it's easy to feel like we need to focus on the inhale to get more air in. But if you focus instead on the exhale and push all the toxic air out that your body doesn't need, you create even more space for the air and rich nutrient oxygen that you do. Before coming up, press all the air out using your diaphragm. And then take a deep inhale. Notice how much easier it is to breathe and to feel like you're getting a good breath, even though you're just as compressed as you were a moment ago. On your next inhale, walk your hands back in, come back up to a tall seat. We're going to come into a tabletop position. If you're seated in a chair, you can come to standing instead, and you can place your hands on the chair and keep your legs straight. The biggest thing here, we just want to balance with our hips over our knees and our shoulders over our wrists. Press evenly into your hands as if you're trying to push the ground or the chair away. Press evenly into your knees or feet. Now at the same time, feel like your tailbone and your head are going in opposite directions, lengthening your spine, feeling very stable. Your legs don't have to lift very high or at all. We're going to come into some balancing. Lift the right arm out in front of you. Your shoulders are even, so make sure that you drop that right arm down a bit. Reach it out forward. Press firmly into the left hand and the right knee, and you can just take the left leg slightly back, leave it on the ground, or raise it up. It's not about the extent of what you do, it's the effort and focus you put into what you're doing. And slowly bring the hand and the foot or knee back down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left arm reaches out first. Plug that shoulder back, make sure it's even with the right. And then either right leg comes back slightly or lift it up off the ground. Again, it's not what you're doing, it's the focus and the effort you're putting into what you're doing. How's your breathing? Your next exhale, bring it back down. We're going to switch from one side to the other, moving with our breath. Again, just as slow as we have been. We'll do it 5 times on each side. We'll start with the right hand and left leg. Inhale, reach them out. Exhale, bring them back down. Left side, inhale, reach it out. Exhale, bring it back down. Opposite. Inhale out. Exhale, neutral. Other side, inhale out. Exhale, neutral. So let's do 3 more on each side like that together. Just move with your breath. If you feel yourself sinking down, remember to keep pushing the floor away or pushing the chair away. Keep your gaze in one place and move with your breath. One more time each way. Okay, we're all going to come to standing now. So if you're on your hands and knees with me, curl your toes under, press your hips back, and walk your hands back towards your feet at the back of your mat. If you're already standing with your hands on a chair, just go ahead and we'll all grab our elbows. Knees are bent. Imagine you're breathing air in through the roots of your feet. It's coming up your legs, around the hips, into your lungs. From here, release your elbows, nice soft bend in the knees, toes are facing forward, and start to ragdoll up. Take your time. Feel like your breath is inflating you. And when you need to exhale, stop rolling up and then roll up again as you inhale. Your shoulders and your head are the last thing to rise up. From here, roll your shoulders back 3 times. We're going to feel into our feet a little bit. You can either A, mindfully walk heel toe forward like so, or you can walk forward on the balls of your feet, staying up as tall as possible and walking backwards on the heels of your feet. That went a lot faster. I'm on a hill. Your choice. Let's inhale as we walk forward. As many steps as you need to take to complete the inhale. Once you're exhaling, you're going to either mindfully walk backwards, heel toe, or you'll walk back on your heels, your choice. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale backwards. So often we ignore our feet. Moving with your breath, inhaling towards the top of your mat, and exhaling as you go backwards. Notice if one feels easier than the other. If you'd like an extra challenge, you can close your eyes. Okay. Once you're at your back in the mat, next time, just stand in Tadasana, fingertips reaching down, shins pull back, hip points lift. Shoulder blades melt down your back, crown of the head reaches. Notice the way your feet feel, how connected they are to the ground, as well as the path of energy from your foot to your head. From here, inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, stretch your heart towards the sky. Inhale, soften the ribs, arms reach up, heels press into the earth. Exhale, cactus your arms, chest towards the sky. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, cactus. Let's do 5 more like that. Again, if you'd like to close your eyes, you can. Do whichever makes you feel the most connected to the moment. Again, notice where the breath is when you inhale in your body and where the breath feels like it is as you exhale. Let's do one more round like that. Inhale again, reach your arms up high like a big V. Turn your palms away from you as you exhale. Bring your arms down by your side, standing in Tadasana. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze towards the ground. And just notice all the energy flowing through your hands, your arms, your chest, your shoulders. Step out to the long side of the mat. Feet nice and wide, maybe about 4 feet or so, toes are facing forward. I'll do the opposite for you guys. So as you inhale, bring the left arm up, right arm slides down the thigh. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, other side. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, both arms reach up. We'll move with our breath now. Exhale over to one side. Complete the breath, press all the air out, and then inhale back through center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale through the center. Exhale the other side. Inhale, center. Feel your heels even on the ground. Exhale the other side. Let's do 2 more each way on our own. Again, if you'd like to close your eyes, you can. Finish up this round or meet me with your arms up tall like a starfish. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Turn your toes out, heels in. Take your hands to your thighs. Instead of sitting your hips back, just try to sit them out low. Knees track over your feet. We're going to do a couple of twists here. Inhale in the center. Exhale, twist and look over the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Try one more each way on your own. Next time you're through center, sit your hips a little lower, hands to heart center for 3, a little lower for 2, a little bit lower for 1. And then inhale, press evenly into your heels, reach your arms up like a star. Exhale, arms by your side. Bring your feet in closer to each other, however you want to get there. And you're going to come back to a seated position on your mat or a chair. Take your time getting there. If you're on the ground, you're going to come back into a bridge pose. If you're in a chair, bring your hands behind your seat. And as you inhale, chest pushes forward, shoulder blades squeeze together. If you're on the ground with me, palms press down, heels press down. As you inhale, pelvis lifts. Either way, we're here for 5 breaths. Focus more on the exhale. Where is the air now in your body? When I'm in bridge, my lungs feel like they're in my stomach. Which is weird. Wherever you're at, we're here for one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly return to neutral, either sitting up tall or all the way down on your back. If you're in a seat, go ahead and fold forward. If you're on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Start to transition your way into Shavasana. If you're in a seat, just find as much comfort as you can. If you're lying down, stretch your legs out long, toes flop out in whatever way feels comfortable, nice and loose. If they feel tight, just turn your feet from side to side a little bit. Get out any tension. Palms face towards the sky. Elongate the back of your neck a bit. Relax your seat. Let your breath be neutral and normal. No need to pay attention to it anymore. Over the next few minutes, just do your best to find as much stillness in the body as you can. If a thought outside of this moment comes up, just see if you can watch it go by. You're where you're meant to be at this moment. And if your mind continues to wander, simply bring it back to just noticing little subtleties in your body, or focusing on one feeling: joy, contentment, peace, love, happiness. Relaxation. Easiness. Your tongue falls off the roof of your mouth, your eyes are gently closed, and the space between your brows is soft. Rest easy. I will guide you out when it's time. Shavasana. Start to bring some awareness back. Before moving, just take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Feeling complete relaxation. Start to add some small movements to your fingers and toes, your ankles and wrists. And as you take your next inhale, give yourself a long body stretch. As you exhale, bend your knees and roll to one side. If you're already seated, just sit up a little bit taller, keeping your eyes closed. We'll all make our way into a seated position within the next 2 breaths. So I'll bring our hands to heart center and bow your head in gratitude for the opportunity you gave yourself today to practice, to breathe, to be present. It was my pleasure to guide you. Namaste. outdoor yoga. Thanks for joining.
Speaker.
What did I do?
I don't know. But I'm gonna hang up here and
Okay,
hang up.
bye.